Hi, I'm Alyssa Hall, and this is my lion cut trim on a matted red domestic long hair feline female, and her name is Curtis. Her mom had tried to remove some of the matted, greasy, dirty hair with her clippers at home, and she couldn't get through, and so she decided to call a pro. So I'm using on Curtis a number 10 blade, and I clip in reverse, and she's laying down. She's like, oh yeah, girl, you know what to do. But I'm using Wahl's KM10 cordless clipper, and I use two hands when I'm grooming. There's the clipper in my right hand. I'm right-handed. And then my left hand I use to pull the skin. With cat grooming, I recommend that you're always using both of your hands and manipulating the skin. Her hair is very greasy and dirty and thick, and there's lots of matting. And I find using Wahl's competition blades, a number 10 blade with the KM10 cordless clipper, it is my favorite clipper to get through matted, dirty, greasy cat hair. And Curtis is a pretty good girl. I've groomed her a few times. And around her head is a green e-collar that I use. I don't think she would bite me, but she is declawed in the front. And what I have found as a professional cat groomer is that my declaws, she's like, oh yeah, I like that. Sometimes will be a little nippy in the front. They know they're declawed. I don't know why. But if you have as a professional, you have a busy day ahead of you, I just kind of put the green e-collar on to block their view. It's like they think they're hiding, and to kind of, as I joke around, keep them honest, because we all know if you're a professional, cat bites can be career ending, even the smallest ones. So it's just, for me, when I'm busy, I don't want to have to think about the teeth so much and just get the job done, because cats have minimal patience. National Cat Groomers President Danelle German often says cats have a turkey timer, and that is a perfect analogy because they really want to get us done. Get them, and go back home and to being cats. So I'm getting the matting off. I'm going around her little cat arm in the front, and she's being really good. She's laying there and letting me, and I'm just going under her armpit. She's kind of on the chubby side and has little legs. So I'm going to make a nice line there. As you saw, I clipped the back, the underside, and then I did the front, and then I just went around to connect my lines. And this is a rough trim. I'm just going to clip off some of the hair, and then I'm going to bathe Curtis and dry her. And then I'm going to go back over the body and smooth it out. But for right now, this is my rough-in lion cut trim. And there I am. I'm just lifting her back leg. And Curtis isn't very old. She's like 6 or 7. I want to believe. I don't have it right in front of me, but we're not an older cat. And she's pretty good for it. And her skin, the reason I say that is as cats age, their skin often becomes thin. And on Curtis, because she's on the chubby side and still young, her skin is not very thin, and which would make for different shaving. So I'm going to sit down here. And sometimes for the back end, I will put the cats on my lap. I find it's better for them. I can get to the back end. And I often don't groom with an assistant. It's just, I feel like I have more control of the cat. If you're mobile or house call, some of us, we don't have an assistant. So many of us don't want to, but she's tucked under me. She's got that green cone on, so she wouldn't bite me anyway. She's kind of just hanging on to me. But I have her on my lap, and I'm going to, this is very quick. This whole video is actually less than 9 minutes, and I'm trying to go slow for you guys. I trim them very fast because I have a lot of experience grooming cats because it's all I do. And I'm a certified feline master groomer, so I spend my days grooming cats and not dogs. So I'm just getting her little belly. A lot of people ask me, how do you get the underside? And as you see, Curtis is just chilling in her little green cone. She could bunny kick me with those. She has back claws. She knows I'm trying to help her. When you own a cat, a lot of us, when we brush our own cats, I know from my Persians at home, I'll watch TV and I put them on my lap while I comb them. So a lot of cats like to be held. And Curtis is being good. So I've already got that back leg, as I showed you that one where it was pretty matted, and I wanted to clean that up really good for Curdy. So, one of the things I like to use when I groom too is my metal table there. So what I was showing you is I'm going to make a tail palm for her tail. She has some matting on the tail. So, I hold the end of the tail, and I like to leave about a third of the cat's tail. Her tail is matted and greasy, and I don't want to brush this out, so I decided to shave the tail. But you can do a lion cut variation and leave a full tail. Sometimes I'll make a design on my good kitties because many cats don't like their tail touched, so I recommend doing that area kind of quick. And it's also very dirty sometimes, the tail. So it's an area when you bathe them that you want to make sure you clean. And nobody likes to have to wipe their cat's butt. And Curtis is pretty messy back here. And I find Wahl's KM10 really helps me get through just pre-clipping some of these gross, dirty, greasy cat butts and help get the cats clean again. Especially these thick, greasy reds. Reds just tend to be really greasy. I don't know why that is, male or female, and she's a female, but there I am shaving to the line. And then all the way I make this nice line with the grain. And then I go against the grain to set a nice straight line. I like my work to look really purposeful, but she's almost all the way cut in. I'm going to go around her little neck. And she's very matted, you guys. So I'm just going to take all this off. Her fur is really thick. But I pull up with my one hand so the chest is real, the skin is flat and taut. And I can the chest has lots of calyx. So I find I have to move in many different directions. But with the greenie collar on, you don't have to worry about the teeth. And you can, set your collar line. I like to set the line around the head where the collar goes. But if your client, say the cat wasn't matted there, you could leave like a long V, a longer mane style. I mean, you could variate your lion cuts as a professional cat groomer. Obviously, when they're matted, variations, get changed. So this cat will have a short mane just to help her stay easily maintained. Because she says, I was overdue, Melissa. But as you can see, she's a really good girl. And I'm checking to see if my blades are hot, and they're not. But yeah, I really enjoy working on Curtis. She doesn't do anything, she's not aggressive. Also right there, I have that big pile of kitty hair. I am a vendor for a lab. I save all my dirty cat hair that meets requirements, and I send it to a lab that makes allergy shots for humans. But there's the finished Curtis groom after I've bathed her and everything, and she looks great. So thank you guys for watching my lion cut on a matted red domestic long hair.